During the Second World War, Guadalcanal, one of the Solomon Islands in the South Pacific, became a strategic and pivotal location for the Allied forces against the Japanese. The U.S. Marines were the initial forces sent in to take over the island. They fought numerous bloody battles beginning in August of 1942. Their goal was to secure the island and build an airfield from which air attacks could be launched. They were successful, and in March of 1943, the U.S. Navy's Carrier Aircraft Service Unit, CASU 11, was brought in to maintain and repair the various Allied aircraft stationed at the newly established Henderson Field. My father, Henry Franklin Frank Parker, was a member of CASU 11. He and 10 other men landed together aboard ship. They set up a makeshift encampment, began working at the airfield. They lived and worked together, became friends, endured the heat, humidity, malaria, and Japanese bombings. Calling each other by their last names, they were Frank Parker, Bill Dickey, Al Nelson, Pat Delitoso, Bob Follett, Bob Kunkel, Clarence Leth, Nick Marino, Chesney, Mello, and McLaughlin. They all survived the war. They returned home. They married. They had families, and they continued their friendship throughout their retired lives. Their stories live on with their families. In March 2018, my wife Tricia and I arrived in Honiara, the capital of Guadalcanal. Our plane landed on the very same Henderson Field airstrip. Over 3 days, with the help of our local guide Stanley, we located the CASU 11 campsite where we raised a CASU 11 flag. We also visited the locations of the major battles fought in World War II. It was an extraordinary experience. It's estimated the United States lost 7,100 brave servicemen in the battles at Guadalcanal. This video is dedicated to my father, his friends and comrades, all who served in Guadalcanal, and especially to those 7,100 brave servicemen who lost their lives.
This is how local we are doing marketing selling for survival.
I see.
We just sell donuts, little takeaways, and this is our taxi, like taxis and transport and buses. Here's the,
All right,
the Lunga.
this is the Lunga River. Very good.
This river here was begin at the top, the other side, not this side, at the other side, at Mount Austin. And from this bridge here, that's where the Lunga Point is.
Okay.
And all these places here were filled with big trees, no grasses. Tomorrow we'll have buses. Students are going back home, and this is our industrial area. Going this way. The Kukum airstrip, where golf is, you have read about? In
No.
the map, or not? Begins here and then going this way. That's the...
I see.
This is our problem with the government. We didn't build up good roads, but now infrastructure and the new government, we're trying to develop. So you can feel the bumpy roads here, like got problem, but still fixing it up. It will be okay.
Good morning from Honiara, Guadalcanal, in the Solomon Islands. We're in our hotel room. Looks pretty nice, and we're getting ready to go out for an entire day excursion all around Guadalcanal to see where CASU 11's unit was and all the activities. Check out the view of the sea view.
Got a little lanai here.
Oh boy, nice view. Oh, this is amazing.
Okay, that's good. You meet new friends here in the Solomon. I Google Map from that's fishing village. All these people here, their daily life is doing fishing in the ocean to sell it for money. And this is our Ministry of Fisheries office. Here's the house. And you just look further down there. That's Lunga Point.
Lunga Point.
Yes, that's the ocean. And the World War II road, you can see where the space is
Yes.
across. That's where the World War II road is. The bridges.
I see.
The truck was going this way.
Down there, right?
Yeah. They're having their
Interesting.
bathing, washing clouds.
Interesting.
So some of the tours are not really showing the right location.
Beginning of the old bridge
Getting at the old bridge.
on the Lunga River. Very good.
Did you get a photo? No? Yes, no? Yes,
That's the place.
yes.
That's the old foxhole built by
The old foxhole, huh?
and we are and the road was going this way during the war. The road was going this way, not the other side. This way.
This way.
Yeah. And then going down to Lunga. Not this one.
Someone has a tree house.
And all of these sides here, these were the hangars for the aeroplane.
Uh-huh.
They do the taxiway down from the airstrip, Henderson Airfield, because they have to move out from that airstrip. This is our local.
Hello.
How'd you make it?
They just do mixing and then they build up this for our brick making.
Excellent.
Other was
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, so this is the original road
original.
that goes out to where CASU 11 was. Interesting.
So this is the tank. And the side here where you do the mopping, at the point there where the wall is.
Uh-huh.
Here's the point.
Yes.
And in this area, this where your father is working inside.
I see. Where are we, Stanley?
We are standing here facing down to the ocean.
Okay. You see the ocean there? All right. So on the map, we are where it's green. Are we right here?
Yep.
At the end of this road?
Right.
Very good. And this is where the CASU 11 camp was.
Yes.
Very good, thank you. It's the camp of CASU 11. Unbelievable.
So, walkabout follow footprint po daddy blohe. So any access sa mga sa godan o siya mo? Pogo luluk lo ocean na mo. They do medical or treating people and
Oh, I see.
few houses here before
I see.
the hangars and
No, come on.
be careful with walking in the little woods.
Okay, Trisha, follow.
Wow.
Follow him. No gators, no alligators.
No alligators.
Good.
It's safe.
Wow.
Here's the old bridge, the original bridge.
The
Original
bridge.
bridge.
is right there.
Wow.
Across to the other side.
Wow. Very good. We had a little shoe issue, huh? A shoe issue.
A shoe issue.
The mud took your shoe off.
I blew a shoe.
Blew a shoe.
Sorry for you.
Sweetheart.
I know. All right, we're at the end of the river here.
Block Creek.
Creek?
River, but creek.
The creek. And this is where the ships came to unload everything. Wow, look at this.
This is Lunga Bay.
Lunga Bay.
This is the other side. Can you read it in the map?
So this is where the Allied ships would come in and drop off the supplies.
Right. The Allied ships dropped the supplies off. And Stanley, what is the island out there that we see?
You see, that's Tulagi, the central province or Florida Island.
Florida Island.
Tulagi, and then Sawi on this side.
Okay.
When we walk up this way, we can get Sawi.
I see. I've heard my father talk about Tulagi, so he could see Tulagi. That's what he was talking about. Very good. Thank you.
Up further there, that's where Koli Point is, where the Japanese landed and
Oh.
tried to capture the
Oh my.
You look
Okay.
at alligator creek.
On that point up there. Interesting. All right, Trisha's coming ashore. Reenacting CASU 11 coming ashore. Very
For
good.
the water to subside.
Very good.
My muddy shoes.
Excellent.
Ancient one.
Oh
You
really?
can tell here.
How do you tell?
This one is the remain of the World War II. Definitely, because you can see by the stones, it was stuck, and there were lots of rigs like barges, they're landing crafts. They landed here.
I see.
Just sink down around this place.
I
So
see.
this is the metal from the
Yes,
barges
during the war.
during the World War II.
Interesting.
And further, you see the little cave going up the depth, where they built bigger pole for walk to going up this way. You see in the picture. Before,
So as we come ashore, this is the last remaining part of a dock here where the barges would come up to and land. So this is the other side of the barge, and then this is what are the remains and where they would bring the things ashore right across there. That's all that's left.
We are sitting.
selling of goods like import or export goods.
So this area is what my father called Alligator Creek.
Alligator Creek.
Okay,
He's at the
right
other
there,
side.
right there.
Just the other side.
I've heard
We're
of
going
it.
around the other side.
Yes, okay. And this is the airstrip, the end of the new airstrip, which comes down from Old Henderson Field.
Oh, this is the airport.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
okay.
international where we are at Henderson. A few bananas there. This is Alligator Creek. And the Allies were at the side and the Japanese were on the side.
Amazing.
And here before and now today, the disposal team for the explosive, they call it Collie Point. Maybe next time we'll come again. This road they will be do fencing and properties. These are local vendors, areas. So, oh. So that's why a spare part we need when a vehicle's broke down. Quite expensive in spare part.
Expensive
Yeah.
spare parts.
If you want buy a spare part, it's very expensive in Solomon. So
This is where the Americans and the Japanese clashed in 1942. It's a memorial to the Japanese. And they clashed, and almost all of the Japanese soldiers were killed in this location. Our vehicle got a little muddy tires getting here, and
so did Trisha.
and so did Trisha. There's the road right over there. Unbelievable. Can you wave? Can you wave? Hello? Hello? Hello. Thank you.
all the Japanese were lying this way on the sandy beach. And on the other side, that's where the
Americans.
Americans are. With I don't know, the gun that use bullets.
Machine guns. Machine
run
guns.
through, yes.
Machine guns.
So they use it like this. There are two persons. There's a story about this place here. They were waiting until 2 o'clock in the night when the Japanese were working from Collie Point. Come this way in the bay to this position where alligator could be. When they,
So in the first battle here,
when it's daylight,
the Japanese were on that point, and they came marching along down through this area, and they got to this area here, and on the other side of the entrance of Alligator Creek right there, that I've heard Dad talk about, the Americans had machine guns, And they pulled barbed wire in behind the Japanese here. And almost every single Japanese soldier that was involved in this battle killed right here. Now Dad was, that's back up there where we were earlier. And that's where CASU 11 was. And this is where that battle with the Japanese took place. And they were protecting what's right through the jungle right here, which is the end of Henderson Field. Henderson Field is now the commercial airport here in Guadalcanal.
Hello, we're at the Japanese Memorial area, and next to it is this church. And the inscription on the church reads, Philip said to Jesus, Lord, show us the Father, and that is enough for us. John 14:8.
Very good. All right, we're at a Japanese memorial. And from this area here, once again, there was a very, very serious clash in the war. Many Japanese were killed in this area. This is one of the gates to Henderson Field. Oh my goodness, it's one of the few remaining. Amazing.
Okay, back to our tour. See further at the other side,
Yes.
and then down here, that's where we're heading to. And the old terminal was down.
Right.
Further.
This gun is one of two that was here at Henderson Field. They had one, and they had one across the field also.
During the World War II,
So this is the original road,
this is the original.
and this
road.
structure here is the original tower
Yes.
for Henderson Field.
Yes,
Wow.
we're going to stop there. And,
Oh, okay.
we walk.
Okay, we're at the end of Henderson Field, the original, and this was the tower. Where you go to get away from the bombs.
Right.
You go down
So
into
it's
this.
underground.
Right, you go down into this bunker here. It's all full of water right now.
Wow, this is pretty amazing, honey.
Airstrip. Only this side.
Yes,
The original.
yes. So the Japanese snipers were up on those hills, and where these containers are right down through here,
This side.
above this bunker, is the original Henderson Field. And the newer part of the airfield is right down there, continues on. And here's a bit of a memorial. I see a plane circling to come in for landing. And the old tower of Henderson Field.
And we have to strangle a lot to build these little houses. Some of the house like this, they do renting out
Really?
here. see that little area like a bunker there?
Uh-huh.
That's the only one left where the tree is. Another road was going this way to the other side. And this was the original road they used it during the war, going this way.
Oh, I see. So right along here.
So if we can stop right here, I can get just a picture right here.
This is the end of the estate. And few hangars were at the side here.
Right.
And the, aeroplanes at the back there.
So these houses are right along the Lunga River that Dad always talked about, which are just across from the airfield here.
Road was coming on the other side. There were one, two, three, four. To the memorial. And you see that little they live, and they call them New Zealand.
So what is this point called, Stanley? What do we call this?
All the information is in the board on the ridge.
On the ridge?
Okay. We are closing up at Tenaru,
Okay.
and then the Japanese were on the other side
Okay.
of Ilu, and then they went across here,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Allies were crossing back here, and then this is their base. They stand here and they watch the Japanese when they want to come over the little hills.
Oh, and so that's why they call this Bloody Ridge.
Yes.
Bloody Ridge.
The war was very tough here. Down in the valley, down here in the valley, there were all trees. And during 24th and 25th,
Yeah,
the Americans would try to charge over the Japanese, but they couldn't.
they couldn't do it.
So they retreated back on the same date,
Uh-huh.
and the Japanese were climbing up this way.
They climbed up this
Yes.
hill.
They tried to capture
Ah.
back all the military.
Oh my goodness.
This is their foxhole, still there. And you can still find bullets
Is that right?
left here.
Unbelievable. What a story.
And the war was very tough, ground war was.
You know, it's okay to be angry with a government that kills its people and starves its people and does those things. But
The Battle of Bloody Ridge, 12 September through 14 September 1942. It's unreal. Yeah, at the petrol station.
father's house. So you all live in a community together. That's beautiful.
Thank you very much, John. I learned a lot from you. You have teach me business ideas and
Good morning. It is Thursday, and we are having our last breakfast, hopefully, at the Banana Hut in Honiara at the Solomon Islands in Guadalcanal, the King Solomon Hotel. Little toast, little banana. Bananas are definitely fresh, right off the tree. Be home soon. Executive.
We actually have to drive onto the sidewalk to get down the street. Unbelievable.
This is a Solomon ways to drive. Right here, this was Mataniko stream up this side, and the Japanese were in the river, and the Allies were climbing up the hill where the memorial is. That's the memorial, and going down into the valley.
So the Japanese were down at the river there.
In the river bank.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The back this side.
Yes.
Oh my, this is very good. And down there you can see the river. Henderson Field. So up in the dark area, that's where the Japanese were, and the Americans were down in this area, and they forced them up into there, and then they got them out of there, and then the Japanese retreated over to the jungle over on the right side. Very good.
That's when.
In the distance is Tulagi, and then Florida, and then this island here,
Savo Island,
Savo,
where the ships were sank.
where the ships were sank.
And they call it Iron Bottoms. The war was coming this way,
Yes,
all into Tambay.
it's amazing.
Seafood, it all mixed.
Woke up early this morning.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, clouds high over the rainbow makes all your dreams come true. Ooh, someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Near where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top, that's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh why can't I see trees of green and red roses too? I'll watch them bloom just for me and you, and I think to myself, oh what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the brightness of day, the dark say good night, and I think to myself, oh what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how's it, how you? They really sing, I love you. And I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, oh what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, oh what a wonderful world.
Let me know all your dreams and I will keep them alive. Let me chase out your fears when they come in the night. Let me always be there when you're feeling low. Let the best of our lives now begin. Let me walk through the rooms hidden deep in your soul, so I know what you feel when you're too scared to show. Let me see in your eyes the children will hold. Let the best of our lives now begin. people never found what we have found. So many people lose the one they love. Oh, but I'm not losing you. No, not ever. I'll take this precious moment and I'll make it last forever. Let me hold it in my arms, the one that I love, till forever and time is not ever enough. Every day that I breathe, every night that I dream, all the best of our lives now begin. So many people never find what we have found. So many people lose the one they love. Oh, but I'm not losing you. No, not ever. I'll take this precious moment and I'll make it last forever. Let me hold in my arms the one that I love, till forever and time is not ever enough. Every day that I breathe, every night that I dream, all the best of our lives now begin. So look in my eyes and you will see what you feel, and the best of our lives now